Really cool. So I mentioned a while ago this aspect of you serving more wine by the glass than any other wine bar in the world. There's a real neat machine that you have here at the new tasting room that I want to go out and we'll do the next piece of this interview right in front of that machine. How about that?
Sounds great.
All right.
Sounds good.
Talking with Jerry Lasco, founder and CEO of Lasco Enterprises, and we'll be back with more with him after this. You're listening to The BusinessMakers Show, heard here and seen online at thebusinessmakers.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry Lasco, the owner of the Tasting Room and Max's Wine Dive. And on Thursday, March 10th, we're going to host the BusinessMakers Awards and Celebration here at the Tasting Room City Center. To find out more and to sign up, just go to thebusinessmakers.com. We're looking forward to seeing you here.
This is the BusinessMakers Show, heard here and seen online at thebusinessmakers.com. And continuing on with Jerry Lasco, founder and CEO of Lasco Enterprises. And we're here in the new tasting room in City Center. We've moved out to the bar area. And this is sort of something that really caught my attention. First of all, the fact that you sell more wine by the glass than any other wine bar on the planet was impressive to me, but that can also sort of be a problem. You could probably sort of have a crowd gathered trying to get a glass of wine, and perhaps this machine helps satisfy that?
Well, it does. This machine's pretty neat, and the gist behind this machine is to have something for our higher end customers.
Okay.
So this is called an Enomatic system. In particular, is the Eno Round, and there's 16 bottles of wine in here. They're all higher end bottles of wine. You might recognize the Penfold Grange or the Gaia. So for the higher end customer that may want to invest in a few $100s in a bottle of wine, this is great because you can get a taste of it at the perfect cellar temperature. We can actually program, a digital number, 61.5 degrees if we wanted to, in accuracy on how we wanted the temperature to come out.
But by bottle or by the whole machine?
Well, by section of the machine. So every few bottles. There's white wines in here that are going to be colder. There's red wines that we want to be at a specific temperature. And they're all protected with an argon gas, which is the highest level, most expensive gas you can do. But it's completely inert, and it just keeps a nice thin layer over the wine so that no oxygen affects it. So the wine is in a vacuum and it doesn't age at all.
Am I reading this right, that this bottle, for a glass of this Penfold Grange, it's $135, right?
That's correct. And for a taste of it, it's about $33. And we've already sold off some of this wine, and people have come in here and they said, this is wonderful because this is one of my favorite wines, and I've been to Australia to the winery, and they charge $50 a taste right there in Australia.
So a discount taste.
It's discounted.
And so how do you operate the machine? I mean, I don't see a place to put my quarters in or my dollars.
Well, it's a little more advanced than the old cigarette machines, but you go to the bar and you purchase a card, and that card is charged with a certain amount of money on it. Let's say you put $50 on that card. Then you slide your card in the machine and you hit one of the digital LED displays for either a taste, a half glass, or a full glass, and then you're off to the races. And you can keep coming back and choosing the wines you want. It's great for people that would like to try several different wines.
Now, Jerry, I've been in several wine bars other than yours in my life, and I've never seen one of these. This isn't very common, is it?
Well, this is their newest creation, and I'll admit it's a bit expensive. Behind the bar, we have 32 other selections that are in a bit simpler machines, but they have the same technology. The wine is stored perfectly, they're at the perfect temperature, but only the bartenders can serve it for you. So you can still get a taste, a half glass, and a full glass for 48 different wines here.
Now, we haven't said this yet, but you've just been open here at City Center for a matter of days. Have people actually come up here and bought glasses and tastes of wine?
This has been extremely popular. It's been our number one salesperson every night since we've been open.
All right. Well, look, before I let you go, I want to remind our listeners and viewers right now that the BusinessMakers is celebrating our 300th episode, and we're going to do it right here at the Tasting Room on Thursday, March the 10th, in the area back here reserved for parties. And we really appreciate you hosting that for us. And we think it's going to be a major event and would love everybody to attend.
Fantastic, Russ. Well, we're big fans of the Business Makers, and we're glad to be on the show. And we're excited to have the party for your 300th episode.
You bet. That's Jerry Lasco, founder and CEO of Lasco Enterprise. And you've been listening to The Business Makers Show, heard here and seen online at thebusinessmakers.com.